Hi, everyone. It's Jennifer Nicole. Welcome to my channel at jnlyoutube.com. Please make sure you click on the subscribe button and also tick off that little bell so you'll be automatically notified when I either go live or upload a new video. Now, today's topic is going to be really powerful and meaningful. Just a disclaimer, this is not a drama channel. I don't stir the pot. I don't get off on doing these videos, actually. I was a victim of a social climber recently, and I invested a lot of time, money, and just personal emotions into this whole business partnership, which only just blew up in my face and really was eye-opening for me. So I was on the tightrope and on the fence, whether do I make a video about this or not. A few weeks back, I made a video explaining what had happened to me, and a lot of people, a lot of my close friends around the world just reached out to me and said, JNL, you know what? Thank you so much for letting us know. And also thank you for being so transparent and putting it out there so we too know that we're not alone, because the kiss of Judas is real. What does that mean? You know, there's people around you that will betray you or use you for their own personal gain. So I did a lot of research for this video, and I want to talk about social climbers versus true networkers, or people who use you as a friend for their own personal gains. And believe it or not, this has been such a hot topic for me, because when I made my video, everyone came out, like I said, and they're like, make a video about this so we can see the signs and really make a decision if something's just not sitting right in your stomach. And I hate to even make a video about this because it's not high school. You know, we're grown people. I was thought that we would be able to have a mature relationship here. But believe it or not, even in every industry, a lot even in the beauty and makeup industry, you see people on YouTube socially climbing up high on the social ladder and using other people for their contacts. So I actually did a Google search here, and it says 8 signs a friend is a social climber. So here are some of the signs. And I love the intro of this. I'm just going to share it with you. It's not too uncommon that people learn that friends are not who they appear to be. Instead, they're social climbers who utilize friendships to enhance their own status. Okay. A poster on the friendship blog wrote that with a 2020 retrovision, she realized that her friend was using her to make more prestigious contacts. And not every social climber has the same pattern, but here are some telltale signs that can save a lot of people out there the heartache and the headache and the time and the energy and the drama. Number one, if this person in your inner circle is status driven, and if you guys are talking and someone else enters the room on a higher social status than you, and they just make a beeline for that person without even saying goodbye to you, or even saying, well, hold on one second, I'll be back, or even saying, come with me, look who's here. And they just like from 0 to 60 cross the room, and you're like, what just happened here? That's a telltale sign. And I know I've experienced that myself. Also, someone that is just overly concerned with appearances and almost like living 2 different lives. Now, you guys have seen me in raw, real, uncut, uncensored, no hair, no makeup, as wet as a rat on my workouts. And I have no shame. I want you guys to see me in every facet. Now, if there's only someone out there that just always appears one certain way and is overly concerned with appearances, so they look like they belong to a certain social circle, and that they flaunt, you know, attention drawing, and they're always talking about what they're wearing or what they got that from that person, that's another big telltale sign. Also, this happened to me in the same situation that I'm talking about, where this person will get you alone, and then when they get you alone, they start talking bad about other people that are in your group. And I was like, you know, a little bit of an eyebrow. And I don't like talking bad about people because I believe it's karma. So if someone constantly gets you alone and then starts talking bad about all your other friends, it's a emotional control tactic. So this way they weed out all those weeds and they get you alone so they can use you for their greater gains. Here's another great telltale sign. She's a user. They try to use your accomplishments or connections for their own benefit. The intensity and persistence of their approach goes well beyond what might be called appropriate social networking. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a social butterfly. I love to connect. I love to hear people's stories. I'm a people person. I just want to put out there that there is, bear in mind that there's some people that are just naturally gifted at connecting to reaching out to other people, and their motivations are genuine, and they befriend easily. Like, I love making friends. I'm just a people person. I love studying human nature and people because it's just fun for me. It's interesting for me, and I do it without even thinking, what am I going to get out of it? It really is like almost like an art form. I've been in every spectrum of life, down and out, broke, lonely, depressed, anxiety, fat, overweight, to in control of my life. And I love to be a student of people, to see how they see life and see what their success secrets are, or to see, what they are sabotaging themselves. And as a coach and a transformational coach, for me, oh, I love you, Susan. For me, I love to study people and to see what works and doesn't work. And I'm not judgmental. So I love to expose myself to different people in all different genres, all different backgrounds. As you can see, I'm very international. I love all the people from everywhere in every corner of the globe, because it's interesting to me to see how they live and how they celebrate life. And that's a different way of networking. Now, if you're only networking to climb the social ladder, and you've seen this a lot in the makeup industry, different YouTubers will do a joint venture collaboration, but as soon as they get everything they need of that one person, they'll cut off contacts and go on to the next. Now, that is not good, because I believe karma will eventually come back to you. And your reputation is the best thing that you can have. She's a selective friend approacher. If you introduce them to someone in your social circle, they may hijack the friendship to get closer to a more important or accomplished person than you. I've also witnessed this happen many times. And it's like, you got to look at these little traits, because if it happens once, you're kind of like, oh, that's no big deal. But if it keeps on happening, you're going to see these traits, lacks empathy. It's almost like a veneer of fake emotion, where it's just like, oh, how are you? And nice to see you. And oh, you look so pretty. And it's like, they say that to everyone. There's no genuine, authentic feeling. It's almost like they're a robot. They accumulate friends in large numbers who they really don't know well or connect with on an intimate level. That's why I take our J&L Global Studios so, oh my God, I don't want to cry here, but so important. They're just, you guys are my angels. I mean, it's like, I feel like I guard my beautiful sheep like a wolf. Like, I want nobody to come around my sisters that I work so hard to accumulate these friendships with, because it's so meaningful. And to have someone try to even market or promote behind my back, but also even right in front of my face, just like makes me sick to my stomach. That's what I really, really, really don't like. Toxic relationships that are, a wolf in sheep's clothing, where they pretend that they're your friend and they're not, so I want to just say that you don't have to be a victim like I was. You can learn the telltale signs. And I can't believe that I'm even at 43, that naive and gullible. But let me tell you what happened. You start very nice and everything is great, but all of a sudden you realize, wow, what just happened here? And it's slow little steps can snowball out of control, but you have to have the balls, there I go with the balls, and the backbone to pull the plug and to keep it moving and to learn. I like to say this in closing. It's not repeating what happened to you and bringing it up to stir up the confusion and like the bad feelings, but learn the lesson and forget the mistake. The lesson I learned is that make sure you have authentic, genuine people around you that really care about your interests. And when you're networking and socializing, do it because you enjoy to meet interesting people, not that you're looking to, get a leg up on the social ladder. Because if you're trying to increase your brand or your awareness or your visibility off of someone else's hard work, that does not work. That won't work. It never has. It never will. It'll only blow up in your face. So anyone out there thinking that you are social climbing your way to success, Oh, exactly. That you it will never work out in your favor. So hard work, I always say hard work pays off. Get up, never give up, show up, kick butt, be a leader, help other people. When you help other people along the way, you build relationship. It must be a symbiotic relationship. Think about this also in closing. If this person that you're thinking about could be a social climber, is it a two-way street where you give and you get and they get, or is it just a one-way street? You give, you work, you financially invest, you time invest, you're doing all the work and you're getting nothing back, and you're like promoting them secretly. It just doesn't make sense. So I mean, if you look back from an objective point of view, you can see the telltale signs. I hope that this video was very therapeutic. It was very enlightening for me. And I'm so glad that I'm not a bully. And then they'll try to turn around and say, oh, she's a bully. She's a mean person. Take the high road. And it's like that manipulative, bad relationship. I don't know if they could be in a very toxic relationship at home or in another relationship where they get physically, emotionally, and abused, where they don't even know it, where they're controlled mentally. You see my life. I have a beautiful life because I've created it from hard work and not off of someone else's back. And at the end of the day, that's what really matters. When you can say and look at yourself in the mirror that I worked hard and I achieved everything that I achieved. And that if someone tries to advance their career off of you, it's never going to work. It's never going to work. So I love everyone. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. If you've been a victim in a bad relationship, I've had a lot of women come out to me and said, Jennifer, I'm still sizzling from being fried in a relationship. And mine was a little bit different. It was with a man. I'm keeping everyone anonymous. I'm not going into details. But this man was living a double life, and he used me, money, trips, loans, car note, rent. Even a friend where she was just put the guilt trip on me. She was in a bad situation. She needed my help. Or, my friend, we were both applying for the same job, and she went and she got the job because I told her about it. So if you tell your friend, if you're going to go get a job and you tell your friend you're going to go apply, and then she goes, applies too, and then gets it, wow, that's a stab in the back. So I'm not the only one out there. It happens. This is human nature. So keep your angels around you and stay positive. Don't let a situation ever make you bitter. Let it make you better. Not, sour but sweet, and not jaded but joyful. And I'm joyful for this moment. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to click subscribe to be notified when new videos come. And I love you guys. And thank you for being my true friends through all the ups and downs in lives, and always know that I have your back, okay? So subscribe and tick that little bell off so you'll be automatically notified when new videos come up or when I go live. And thank you so much for watching. Stay beautiful. Until next time, smile and be well. Bye, guys.